good evening. Welcome to BCN News. Leading the bulletin tonight, the new Joint Emergency Operations Center at Fonokula is ready for official opening tomorrow. The center houses the new police station, National Disaster Management Office, and Niue Fire Rescue Service. This is part of the strategic roadmap for emergency management, which will ensure its emergency services work together to coordinate emergency responses. Niue is the first Pacific nation to commit to this strategy. The new Joint Emergency Operations Center includes Niue's Rescue Coordination Center, a staging area for emergency vehicles and equipment, and relief and rehabilitation supplies, as well as a backup activation center for the Niue Tsunami Early Warning System. The center is funded by the Secretariat of the Pacific Community to the tune of $1 million. The Chief of Police had confirmed to BCN News that the building will be managed by the National Disaster Management Office as the Emergency Operations Center, where coordination of first responders will be during emergency situations and during the aftermath of natural disasters. A meeting called by the Ministry of Infrastructure with landowners of the more than 30 water bores around the island was held this morning. Various concerns were raised at the meeting. Landowners were concerned at the existing law, which prescribes penalties of up to $50,000 for individuals who breach the law, or a maximum 10,000 penalty points, or $1 million for organizations and corporations breach of the law, or 20 years imprisonment for breach of the law. Landowners were concerned about the inconsistency of payments of lease payments and asked for an increase in the annual lease payments. Landowners said they had signed contracts for $400 per year for the use of their land. However, landowners were disappointed when they went to collect their payment. They only received $380 because the government had taken a fee of $20. One landowner had not received any payments in over 10 years. China's ambassador to New Zealand, Wu Ji, will be bringing with her the Chinese National Symphony of 11 musicians as part of the Chinese delegation to mark Niue's 45th Constitution celebrations. Also arriving will be the United States Deputy Chief of Mission, Kevin Covert, who will be attending with another official. The Australian government will be represented by the First Secretary, Ms. Kirsty Mitchell. New Zealand is also expected to send officials from Wellington to join the New Zealand High Commission at the celebrations this year. Officials from the Niue government have also confirmed that the Niue flag will be the only flag to be raised during the flag-raising ceremony on Saturday. The break from the traditional raising of both the Niue and New Zealand flags began last year. Cataract surgery and retinal eye injections can now be administered locally. This has been made possible after an eye team from New Zealand trained 2 Niue doctors to administer retinal eye injections. There are a handful of patients who previously needed to be flown to Auckland for monthly injections to preserve their sight. Now that cataract surgery and retinal eye injections can be administered locally, there will be significant future savings for the health system through reduced patient time management and travel costs. This year, the eye team completed 34 cataract operations using modern equipment recently arrived on island, monitored diabetic patients' eyesight, and carried out routine eye check surgery for 300 people over 2 weeks. All diabetics are advised to have an eye check at least every 2 years to identify problems at an early stage. Otherwise, these patients risk losing their vision completely. An Asian Development Bank team is currently conducting a pre-feasibility study on developing the Alofi Wharf till the 18th of October. The objectives of the visit is to assess the rationale for a port investment in Niue, taking into account existing and expected traffic and quality and size of the current infrastructure. The team has been consulting with stakeholders last week. Tomorrow at Matavai, there will be a presentation of the proposed solutions based on the feedback provided to date. This is the first of many consultations and is directed at those that will have operations directly impacted by the options put forward. Outgoing Director General of the Pacific Community, Dr. Colin Tukuitonga, will be finishing his term at the end of this year. Dr. Colin Tukuitonga has served as Pacific Community Director General since January 2014 and is based at the organization's headquarters in Noumea, New Caledonia. During his recent visit to Niue, BCN News asked him about his future plans.
I'm unemployed from December. I've been working since I was 21. I am now 62 years old. I think it's time to, go fishing maybe, I don't know. Look, we're going back to New Zealand, and then we'll see what happens. But yeah, looking at some different things at the moment.
And finally, the village of Avesele held its annual show day last Saturday. Village members, family and friends celebrated the day at the village grounds with a variety of food stalls and entertainment. The women's group also showcased their hand-woven handicraft items and printed fabrics. And that's BCN News for tonight. Thank you for joining us. Do join us same time tomorrow. Until then, have a good evening.